Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of Architects Exodus. And today we have a special episode for you guys where we dive into a very nice and interesting mod. So let's get it. So, in between episodes, a couple of things happen. First of all, I let the EMC run, of course, and look how many EMC collectors we have. We can build so many flowers, but I'm not gonna do that yet. Second of all, I got everything that we need to craft a Ars Nouveau Storage Lectern and all the bookworms. So, without further ado, let's get this. And we'll need, for the wand, we'll need a gold and 2 of these. Is that not it? 2 earth and 1 sacred. It is 2 earth and 1 sacred now. Sacred earthen and a stick. So why are you not working? Hello? Sacred and earth and a stick. Oh, there we go. I don't know, something was weird. So now we're crafting a Dominion wand. And here's a storage lectern, and lastly we'll make this, which will be that, and a book in the middle, and these on the side, and that will be a bookworm charm. And here we go. We got our full setup, and that will give us more bookworm charms. So, if you guys don't know how this works, we put the storage lectern down. We spawn the bookworms on top of it. We right click the bookworms on it, and now with the chest we shift right click on the chest and we right click on the storage lectern, and that adds that inventory to the chest just like this. So with all of these I will do this. I will connect all of this, and there we go. As you can see, I can see all the items in here and I can craft from it. So with that being said, I'm gonna craft a, what do they call them? The upgrades. So let's sync search with JI. We want a storage upgrade. These ones, basic tier upgrades, which requires lever, which will make for now, how many chests we have? 2, 4, that's 8 chests. We'll make 10 of them. I don't know if we have, okay, we have enough. And then we are gonna use that here. And then for basic to iron, oh, I didn't know that would happen, but it's fine. So we'll need more levers. Let's make 8 for now. And that will be iron upgrades. So that will upgrade our chests to iron, and that will be so much more inventory space. As you can see, I have so much inventory now. And then we can just remove that and we're back to the normal menu. So now that we have storage, we can continue working towards our objective, and then we need to unlock blood magic. So first we need to make a blood altar, which requires some polished blackstone, requires cauldron, and requires some of the nuggets. And that is our altar. And next we need a sacrificial knife, which is easy enough. And lastly, what we need is a weak blood orb, which is a blazing quartz inside the altar, which we can get blazing quartz. And then let's set up the altar somewhere. Let's set it up here for now. And if you guys don't know, with a sacrificial knife, you stay near the blood altar and you right click, and that will take a bit of your health and will dump it inside the blood altar, just like so. And you can just keep going, and that will fill up your blood altar. Now, blazing quartz inside the blood altar will require 2000 LP to craft. So we have 3600, which we can put the thing down, and that will start crafting it into the weak blood orb, which is pretty sick. I'll keep adding more blood to the altar. I'll eat a bit more so I can regen. And there we go. now we have our weak blood orb, and when we right click with it, we can bind it to our person, and that will set it us as that will be for myself. So now I can claim all of these and continue working on blood magic. One quick note, under your skills on the left and right, you have on the right 5% extra blood from self-sacrificing. So whenever you self-sacrifice, you get 5% extra blood, and on the left you get 5% extra blood from sacrificing mobs. So if there's a mob on here and you sacrifice it, you get more LP. So just FYI if you guys didn't know that, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now because it's not a big deal. So I'm gonna continue, maybe take more melee damage and then lifesteal and maybe range damage. I'll go to the damage path, and here I can now take the 10% increased power, and then in the next path I'll start going up, because up I see a lot of increased power, so that is good to take. So yeah, just a quick note that this is an option if you guys want to take it. Now, part of the quest wants me to make a rich soil, which is pretty much straightforward. You put dirt with 200 LP inside the altar, just like so. Make sure you have 200 LP in the altar, and there we go. You get rich dirt. So might as well just make few patches of that, just so I can have it. I'll make 4 just to replace my current farm with rich dirt farm. Maybe I'll make more. And yeah, of course, you get earth essence. And next, it wants me to make a brewing stand, which requires a fire essence, which is infernal, and I think I have it already. And it wants me to make a brewing stand, which requires a jelly bean, which is amaranth, which I don't think I have. Unrefined. I think we can trade for it. Amaranth, yeah, we can trade for the seed. We can get our hoe back, and then we can grow it real quick with the help of the rich soil. Let's put it near the farm here. Can have, oh, there we go, it planted that for us. Oh, wait, what? Okay, now we have enough. And then we need to put with experience. Do we have solidified experience? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we come to the cooking pot. We put 3 of them with solidified experience, and that will start making that. So here is our crafting fire essence. Just like so, it's infernal with amethyst dust, and we have the jelly beans. And then now, what we can do with the fire essence is we can craft a brewing stand, which we need rose quartz, and then we can craft a brewing stand just like so, and we can place it down and we can claim this quest. Next, it wants us to make potion of healing, which I think luckily I found some glistening melon. Now we need some bottles. Let's make 6. And we need a dread shard. Let's take 2 of them. So let me fill water. How do we fill water bottles? How do we even make them? Is there a way to fill up water? Don't think we can make that. Can we take from this? Where is it? The soda liquid? Can we take from it? Nope, that makes purple soda. So let me figure out how to get water. I'll be right back. Well, guys, I'm dumb. So you don't really need water balls. We made the jelly beans for a reason. We can put them there, and we can fuel the thing with this, and we can put dread shard on top of jelly beans. I was looking at the recipes, I was like, what? And yeah, you can put jelly beans to make awkward potions with dread shards. So I'm gonna make 2 sets here, and yeah, that's how we're gonna proceed. And now we have the glistening melons. So we have the first set. I'll make the second set, and yeah, I will continue crafting the potions. So here's the first set of potions, just like so. Here's the first set of health potions too, which we need. And I'm crafting the second set now. And here's the second set. I got few potions from the quest. So now it needs us to make an alchemy cauldron along with a greater health potion. So let's make the alchemy cauldron, which requires amethyst dust, which I have over here. And then it wants us to make a cauldron, which is easy enough. And just like so, I'll place that next to it. And I need an amethyst shard. So we fill the cauldron with the health potions that we made. It requires 4. And then we add a amethyst shard to it. And we get great elixir potion. We get 1. So I can do that another time. So we can do 4, and we can add an amethyst shard, and then we can have another one. Just like so. We have 2 greater potions, and then we can claim more. We got a few more. Awesome. So we finished alchemy, we got the potions, we are ready to continue. Our next thing on the list is we either go the demon well route or we go the summoning altar route. I'll just go the demon route. So we need a soul snare, which is string inside the blood altar. So we come to the blood altar, we put string. It requires 500 LP each. I'd recommend crafting few of those because you'll need them. I'll add more LP to the blood altar so I can craft few more. And yeah, I'd recommend crafting few of these because you'll need them for some killing of the mobs. So if you guys don't know, soul snares you can throw it at a monster and you can kill it to obtain their demon will. So how this works is, let me eat first. You come to a mob, you right click, you throw the snare, and they get this particle effect. And now when you kill them with that particle effect, you get demon will, just like that. So again, you come to a mob, you right click with the snare, he will get particle effect, and you kill him with that particle effect, and you get their demon will. Just like so. This way. And now we can get the thing, and now we need, it wants us to craft a hellfire forge, and it wants us to craft a tartaric gem. Now a hellfire forge requires a stone inside a altar, so we can get a black stone inside the altar, and that will be a blank slate. It will take like 1000 LP, and that will craft a blank slate, just like so. So now with the blank slate, we come to here and we craft a hellfire forge. Just we need, I'm almost out of iron. Hello? Excuse me. Bruh. You're dumb. I'm out of iron, I need more iron soon. We have the hellfire forge now. For the tartaric gem, we need blazing, we need redstone, blaze. We also need glass and copper. Glass and copper. And we can set this up near the altar for now. So how this works, we put the 4 items inside here, and we put a demon well in here, and that will start crafting. Now I'm gonna craft probably 2 tartaric gems for now. I'll craft 2 of them, and that should be fine for now. And the way you fill them up is when you kill stuff with that drops demon well, you can drop them on the ground, and as you can see, the tartaric gems will fill up. So instead of an actual getting an item like a demon well item, you get charges inside your tartaric gems. So that's why I recommend placing more string and getting more demon well to fill those up. But later in the road, we're not gonna use snares, we're gonna use something else. So you know how I mentioned that later on we don't need to use the tartaric or the snares. This is where the sentient scythe comes in place. So we just need a hoe and a tartaric gem. I wonder if I can use this broken hoe or not. Hoe with a tartaric gem. Oh, I can. And look, it's already crafting without putting a thing there, and that will make a sentient scythe. Now with this scythe, when you look at this, it has 13.8. Now when I kill this mob with this scythe, I get 14.8. So just like that, I gain souls or demonic wills without using the snares. Just like that, you see, I'm gathering will. Now let me run around and I'll kill a few more to fill this up so I can use it later. Okay, well, I feel like this is enough for now. I filled it up a little bit. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? How did I kill you guys? Was it 2 only? Or was there more? Well, I killed them somehow. I think I right-clicked him and I killed them. Oh well. Okay, so next on the list, we need to upgrade this, which I'll do that in a second. I'll add that to my list. And then I'll need a sentient bow, which requires another tartaric gem, which I need to craft another one. And a bow, soul stain steel ingot. And yeah, I'll get that ready. Okay, that's a tartaric gem made. And now we can combine all these 4. And we can add some demon. Not enough demon for this recipe. How much does it require? Minimum 256. Does that? Okay, so we need to upgrade this first. So before we make the bow, we need to upgrade to the lesser one. As you can see, it stores up 256. So we'll need amethyst bronze, which we haven't made yet. It's just amethyst with copper. That's easy enough. We take some copper. And then amethyst block, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, the ratio is 4 copper to 2 amethyst, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. So yeah, I was right, it's 4 copper to 1 amethyst, but we'll need 1 more because that made 8 ingots. So we'll need 1 more craft. We'll have an extra bit to make a block, so we need an extra craft, and we can finally make a block of amethyst bronze. So while that crafts, we can get this ready. We need another tartaric gem, which is redstone, glass, and quartz. That's for the tartaric gem. As in, we need soul stained ingot for the craft, and we need a redstone block, which is easy enough, just like so. So that should be 1, 2, 3, and that's the 4th block here. That made 1 block, and we can do that. Now while that craft, we can make another tartaric gem. Although I don't think you need to craft another tartaric gem. I think you can upgrade the current one. So that would be this and this. Okay, never mind. It requires tartaric gem. And we need how many? 60. Okay, so we need to fill this up. So I'm gonna fill it up and I'll be right back. There we go. I just made it into 61. And it's just few mobs. And there we go. We got the lesser one. Now, I think, can I? Yeah, I can drain this one into this one. And now I have 41. Now, as a reminder, we'll need a minimum of 256. So we need to fill this up completely. So, you know what time it is? Killing time. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse of me getting stuff. I had to make another sentient scythe because my first one broke, but we have 256, and then we can now upgrade the bow, which, if I remember, what did I need? A dread shard. There we go. Now I can make a sentient bow, and that will not use the 256. As you guys can see, it needs a minimum of 256, but it will use 46. And there we go. With that, we have our bow, and then the lesser tartaric gem we can put in our bubble slot. So this bow, what it allows us to do is we can fire arrows using our souls. So we have 228, and now we have 238 because it drops souls. So if you guys can see, I can shoot. It will drain from this, but when we kill, it will drop. I don't know if it picks it up or it automatically. Yep, it did. 243. So it will basically recharge automatically once killing is done. So just like so. As you can see, we have 247 now, which is pretty sick. So that's our sentient bow. So now the quest book leads us to make a magical start, which requires common ink and a scroll forge. Now the scroll forge is pretty much straightforward. And as for the common ink, I already prepared the materials for it, which is over here. And then we can put that in, and then we need our tartaric gems, and that will start making our common ink. There we go. We have our 5 common ink. So we can claim this reward, and next we need to make a flimsy journal and an inscription table. So a flimsy journal is pretty much straightforward, and an inscription table we need fences, which I think we can make. Yep, we can make vanilla fences, and we are missing some slab, and there we go. We made an inscription table. I'll put it just right here, just like so, and you can see we can inscribe our book, and then we can craft our, like, spells. So let me get some paper, and there we go. That's it. So next on the list is we need bottles of lightning, which means we need to get into summoning. So first of all, we need a block of bone block. If I don't have enough, we can mine it from here. So we'll need a bone block, and with 1000 LP, we can make a block of calc to make block of grim calc, and then we can surround it by bones, and we can make a skull. There we go. We have a skull. And then next we need a butcher's knife, and we need to make some tallow for us to make a summoning altar. So butcher's knife. Oh, we are out of iron, so be right back. I'm gonna go to the iron geode. Thinking about it, I could just transmute the iron. I don't need to go to the geode. So I can just do this, and I'll get a lot of iron. I don't need to go to the geode. There we go. That should be enough iron for now. And then what this allows me to do is get a butcher's knife, and now I need to find those pesky beasts, those ones, and I need to kill them using the butcher's knife. Now you see how their hitbox is mad. I don't like that. So we got tallow, and then it allows us to make 2 candles, which we need, and then we can make a summoning altar, just like so. So now we need to spawn a charged creeper using that altar. So what it requires is a grim talc, which is another block of these bone block. We also need ash, which is charcoal on a campfire, which we can do that. Do we have charcoal? No. We can get logs. Yeah. And then I can put that on the charcoal to make charcoal on the campfire. And next what we need is dread shard and an aerial dread shard and aerial that, and for the catalyst we need fire essence. So I'm gonna spawn 2, so I'm gonna make 2 of them. Okay, so I got all the stuff. Now what I would recommend you guys doing is this. You come to the altar, you build 2 blocks on top just like so, and you surround it just like so. Because we're spawning charged creeper, we need to be careful. So we destroy these 2 blocks and we destroy these 4 bottom blocks. So you'll have something like this. I'd recommend also maybe going 1 more higher. So now when we spawn the charged creeper, if everything goes right, just like so, it will spawn inside the enclosement thingy. Need more bottles. And as you can see, it will spawn inside, so we can right click him safely. Just like so. And if you spam click it, I think you can manage to get more bottles quick. So make sure you spawn him inside the closure and you spam right click with the bottles. I think you can get more out of it before it dies. Just like so. You spam, even after he dies, you see, I could also get more bottles of riding as he dies. So make sure you spam him and also make that enclosure so it doesn't run away. And with the bottles of lightning, we can come to the scroll forge, and I will make one of my favorite spells from iron spell books or iron spells is a ball of lightning. I'll make that, and then I'll come to the inscription table and I'll inscribe it to the book just like so, and we right click to equip the book, and then with your keybinds I bound it to my mouse. We can use it and boom, we can shoot, which is pretty sick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and for the next episode we have something really exciting for you guys. Hint, we are going to our first dungeon, so that has to wait for the next episode. For now, thank you for watching. If you like the episode, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also comment down below what you thought about the episode and let me know what you want me to do next. So I'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye.